welcome to Studio Nicole. I'm Nicole and I'm so glad that you're here. Tonight I'm actually painting a paint night style painting. It's not for paint night exactly, but it is like a similar event. It's for a fundraiser and I am teaching this painting, which we typically will go through and just pick something off of Pinterest that we like for the group, and this is what won this time around. So I'm going to be painting these fall flowers, sunflowers, and fall foliage. I've got just a plain stretched canvas. Um, it's not anything particularly fancy. It's a little bit bigger than the one I usually use, actually. Um, the ones that I'll be using for the fundraiser itself are 11 by 14, I think is the size that I typically use. So this one's a little bit bigger, but I figured I will use this one for the sample. People will be able to see it a little bit better. And then I'll be painting another one, um, in the class, like as we go along. So I'm just going to stand that up over there so I can kind of see it and just use it as a sort of a touch point. I am using just plain craft paints because this is what we use for our fundraiser. Um, these are not the exact colors that I have, but I just have like a pretty standard red, orange, yellow, brown, green, and then a black and a white. I can't find my black craft paint, so I'm just using golden because I didn't want to keep digging around looking for it. So I'm just going to use that for black. But yeah, I'm not using any fancy paints. I'm just going to use these colors and I'm going to make them work because these are the colors that I will have for the paint night itself. So if I need to edit the colors in any way, I'm just going to mix from these colors. I'm not going to pull, I have um, like a wide variety of other colors that I could use. I'm just going to make these work. So that's the plan. I'm probably not going to talk through this. I'm just going to let it record and I will speed this up and you can kind of watch the whole process. I am not an expert painter. So sometimes as I am working, I will make mistakes, right? And then I have to kind of undo or go back or cover it up or start over or whatnot. So you'll be able to see the whole process from start to finish and we'll see how it turns out. All right. Thanks for joining me today, folks. I will see you at the end of this video with a finished product. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoy the process. right, folks, I'm back. I've got to finish painting. I am ready for this fundraiser. I am a little anxious maybe because I tend to really get into it and I put a lot of like depth and layers in, and that is, harder to teach at like a paint night type event where you've got painters who are maybe not as confident or don't have as much experience. So it makes it a little bit more challenging when you're trying to paint a lot of like layers and light and dark and shadow. But I think that really it's worth it for me to offer a painting that I think has a lot of complexity and depth. And I think people surprise themselves at how well they do. Really, I think I'd rather offer like a challenging painting and then let people sort of like rise to the occasion than offer something that's like super simple and I don't know, I just don't feel like you feel much of a sense of accomplishment at that point, right? I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I'm excited to take it in. Our paint party fundraiser is coming up in just a couple of days. And usually I'm panicking like the night before the fundraiser, painting the sample. So I feel like I'm ahead of the game. I'm actually like 3 days ahead. So that's excellent news. All right, folks, thanks so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this process. I know I didn't talk through it, but the uncut footage is right now we're at an hour and 50 minutes. So I felt like that would just be a lot to run it through in real time. So hopefully you're okay with the sped up video. Let me know in the comments what you think of the painting. I'd love to hear from you. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in the next video. Have a great night, folks.